on 1FM Lagos. Reviews, views, and interviews. Just the way you love the updates and analysis. Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call
0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
It's that time of the year again. High Impact Studios presents the Super Ember Sale, bringing you up to 30% off of all advertising services, audio and video production with High Impact 102.1 FM and High Impact TV in Nicomsat 42 degrees east. Advertise your products and services at unbeatable rates. Need a modern studio for live or recorded sessions? We've got you covered. And that's not all. Get amazing discounts on photography, film production, jingle production, and more. Hurry! This offer lasts until December 2024. Don't miss out. Call us now at 0706 393 5694 or 0902 745 3931. Message us on WhatsApp at 0907 224 5018. Follow us on all social media platforms or visit our website at www.highimpactstudios.com.
Hello, High Impact.
High Impact Studios, bringing your vision to life.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the shortest basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the fastest man in the world?
That's very simple. It's Usain Bolt. He is the fastest runner on the planet, setting the world record for the shortest 100 meters sprint time of 9.58 seconds.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
I've been curious. Who exactly is the youngest swimmer in the world?
Oh, I'll tell you. Alzin Tarek, age 10, is the youngest and fastest swimmer in World Championships history. Tarek has been swimming competitively since the age of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
Hey, Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
I just learned how to play chess, and I've been wondering what time is best to play chess.
I like to play chess too. Usually in the evening, but definitely before I'm too tired. My very best chess, of course, is generally played at the times when I am winning, unless my opponent just takes a bow.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on High Impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
It's time for Sports Now, your most exciting breakfast show, the Morning Impact Show here on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. Top of the morning to you sports fans. Welcome to the show, Sports in a Jiffy, where we get to serve you bits and pieces of all of the top stories that are making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sports. Bits and pieces this morning, Friday edition of the show, right here on your number one urban lifestyle station, the station that promises and always delivers, serving you this package every weekday from Monday straight to Friday, 10 9 a.m. down to the flip side of 10. And of course, Portilicious time we're having together this morning. Don't forget, I'll be back here this evening by 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. on the Sports Up Show, where we get to go through on our banter, on our rage, on our views, reviews, and all of the interviews are just the way you like it. Fridays like this, you already know. And tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be 2 p.m. down to 3 p.m. This morning, we'll be reacting to the matches from the European football last night, where Manchester United are the first team to get a win as Victoria plays in after Barcelona last did that in the year 2022. And also, United setting good record for themselves right now, because for the first time in 18 months, they've been able to also win an European match. Talk about Ruben Amorim doing something good with that team. He said said it's not going to be easy, but then he's paddling the team well. At least we can see where they are headed right now. Only if you're blind is where you tell us that United are not doing anything right now. And talk about one man Rasmus Højlund, who also got a brace for himself yesterday night. But then we have to talk about the scuffle we also had with Amad Diallo as well. We don't know what the two guys are dragging, but of course United were 2-1 winners over Victoria Pleasant last night. It saved the team becoming their highest scoring player in European football this season already. Take it back from last season, by the way. And for Chelsea, London Bridge is not falling anytime soon, guys. They are through to the next round of the Conference League. They've had a clean sweep right there. 21 goals scored. They've only conceded 4 goals, 5 wins, no loss, no draw. Yeah, other teams are now scared of Chelsea right now, especially in the English Premier League. Because what? You can call them title contenders already this season. I will look forward to see what is going to happen. Enzo Maresca, that man is playing it down every now and then, saying, guys, you know what? I'm not sure we are in for the title fight just yet. But of course, they are one of the big guns when you're taking a look at the statistics right now. People are saying Chelsea are playing with Team B, Team C. Okay, Yusuf, gather players, join body now. Make sure you have Team A, B, C, D, so that I can rotate your squad as much as you want to do it. And another person is saying, this is the Conference League, guys. You cannot even compare these teams with teams that are playing in the third tier of the English Football League, not the Championship right now, not the League One, not the League Two, but it is what it is. Good morning once again. Welcome to the show. Ayode Jajiboye is my name, and such an honor to be your host on the show this morning, taking you through your early morning sport tonic, getting you through your day in the world of sport this morning. And without further ado, we'll go straight into all of the stories. They sort to that I can keep track of this update and more by following us across all social media platforms. We are live on our Facebook fan page at iImpact Radio 102.1 FM. You can as well join us on our YouTube handle at iImpact 102.1 FM, on X, on Twitter at iImpact 102.1 FM. Going straight into the stories this morning, we'll be starting from the home front. By the way, I will start with our nominations for the CAF Awards. We are Demola Lukman, Chamaka Nadozie have now made the final shortlist of the players for the awards. The awards, don't forget, will be happening 3 days from now, right there in Marrakesh, Morocco. Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman and Super Falcons goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie are leading Nigerian contest for honors this year at this year's CAF Awards after making the final shortlist of the awards categories, which will be handed out next Monday in Marrakesh, Morocco. And Nnadozie will be going for 2 honors as she is the mix for the Women's Player of the Year. Possibly she will be the one to displace Asisat Oshoala. Some people are saying legends reign, legends come and go. But for Asisat Oshoala, she made sure she maintained that podium for 6 good years. She's been the only one to do that in the history of the CAF Award. So maybe it's going to be changing hands from one Nigeria to another Nigerian. Let's see what's going to happen on Monday, by the way. Don't forget, she was going to be going for that award along with Morocco's Sanam Sudi and also Zambia's Barbara Banda. Barbara Banda, the one who won the BBC's Women's Player of the Year a couple of days ago as well. And the Paris showstopper is also favorite for back-to-back in the Women's Goalkeeper of the Year category, while in the men's category still locked in titles between Ademola Lookman and 4 other contenders, where the 27-year will be vying for the Men's Player of the Year award with Ivory Coast Simon Adigra, PSC's Achraf Hakimi, Guinean striker Sergio Guirassy, and South African goalkeeper Lon Williams. Both players Andu yesterday said, we move. Of course, we move. Andu yesterday said, we move. Of course, we move on to the next one, guys. But talk about heroics at the just concluded African Cup of Nations. You want to mention Stanley Nwabali's name. Other nominees, the year 2024 has been busy for the Falcons, where they also represented the continent in the Olympics before losing to powers Brazil, Spain, and Japan, which means the Super Falcons are in contention for the Women's Team of the Year. Falconets and Rivers Angels forward Chiamaka Okochukwu was named the final 3 for the Women's Young Player of the Year, alongside FC Masar Abiba Sabri and also Asfaz Doar El Madini. We'll talk more about this later this evening on the Sport Sports Talk Show between 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. Where we get to go through all of the nitty-gritty of all of these stories. And away from that, let's talk about age-grade football right now. We'll talk about the Chan Eagles this morning, where Super Eagles big co-handler Daniel Ogumodede has said the team will be putting to test against tougher oppositions as they continue their preparations for the 2024 CHAN qualifiers double-header against Ghana. The Remo Stars coach and his Rangers international counterpart, Fidelis Ilechukwu, have been drilling 29 home-based stars in the Kenya ahead of the assignments, which will see them play their first leg of the encounter in Accra on Sunday, December 22, before returning to Uyo for the return leg on Saturday, December 28. The team has so far played 3 test games against non-league sides, scoring 11 goals and conceding just 1. They beat Grass Runners FC 1-0 earlier this week before trashing Medina FC 5-0 with a 5-1 win over G12 Academy yesterday, Thursday as well. Nigeria's preparation seemed to be a far cry from their opponents. Ghana, who have stepped up with friendly tests against Togo, but coach Ogumodede said the team are taking their task one after the other. Before we go into other sport this morning, let's go talk about the Flamingos, who have once again done it. That's talking about the Nigeria under-17 girls. The Flamingos set an impressive record of a 9-0 win against Niger Republic in the second match of the 2024 WAFU under-17, taking place right there in Ghana. Nigeria defeated Niger 9-0. They say when power jam power, the lesser power, of course, is going to bow. Yes, away from that right now, let's go straight into other sport this morning. I'll be talking about Anthony Joshua, where Eddie Hearn has admitted to newsmen that Anthony Joshua is hurting after his devastating defeat at the hands of Daniel Dubois. Joshua was knocked out by his fellow countryman in front of a capacity crowd at Wembley Stadium in September, and it marked the 4th defeat of his professional career and his most damaging to date, with Dubois dropping Joshua 4 times en route to the eventual 5th round stoppage. Several members of the boxing fraternity called for the 2-time unified heavyweight champion to hang up his gloves immediately after the contest. However, AJ has now come out just few days after that particular defeat and insisted he will continue fighting. And according to Eddie Hearn, his future was never up for discussion. It's been said Anthony Joshua will be back in the ring come next year, 2025. Hopefully, between February. I will look forward to see how that one is going to pan out. And away from that, let's talk about tennis on the home front this morning, where African Table Tennis Federation's president, Enitan Oshodi, has said that the game will witness remarkable growth in line with the objectives of the International Table Tennis Federation after signing strategic agreements with the apex body. The ITTF entered an agreement with Continental Federation to develop table tennis across regions from 2025 to 2028, and the signing ceremony took place on December 7 in Chengdu, China. Anyway, from that in athletics this morning, we said a world record holder in women's 100 meter hurdles, Tobiloba Amuson, is said to be training in Jamaica under coach Glenn Mills, who is famous for training multiple world record holder and fastest man in the world, Usain Bolt. According to reports coming through from Jamaica, Amuson, who has been training in the country since September, 1 month after the ill-fated outing at the Paris Olympics, could be there for the entire 2025 season. The 27-year-old Nigerian athlete, who won the world title in Eugene, Oregon in 2022 and set the world record with 12.12 seconds in the semi-finals, is now taking order from the legendary coach and president of the Racers Track Club, Gail Mills. According to the outlet, and before the revelation, Amuson has been training under the tutelage of former Commonwealth champion and retired Jamaican hurdler Lassina Gordon Clark, whom she usually pays glowing tributes to as well. Plenty of thoughts from the home front this morning. Still talking about other sports, where former African Kiddian and national junior champion Wisdom Okonlawon will be leading Nigeria's 7-man team for the 2024 men's junior EP Fencing World Cup, scheduled for December 14 to 15 at the Charter House right here in Lagos. The Nigerian Fencing Federation yesterday announced the squad for the tournament. Okonlawon, with 17, will be bringing valuable experience from the 2022 African Championship, where he excelled for the country. Joining me is 15-year-old Kibati Okpasonya, the national school vice champion, who will make his international debut at this tournament. The squad also includes Oluwashemilore Fashola, Mustafa Fuad, Olumuyiwa Ige, Badi Martins, and also Ramadan Sumon. The talented group of fencers is poised to represent Nigeria with pride and determination on the international stage. Meanwhile, some participating athletes and teams have started arriving yesterday, December 12, ahead of the kickoff on Saturday, December 14. The Commonwealth Fencing Federation, led by Technical Committee Peter Smith, is in Lagos to monitor the success of the 2-day tournament. It's been said that referees from South Africa, Senegal have also arrived in Lagos in readiness for the first Fencing World Cup in Sub-Saharan Africa. Anyway, from the home front right now, let's go straight to Europe, where we take our stories coming through from other sports before we go into the world of football. And I tell you, tantalizing stories I've got for you this morning. Whether you're a sports person or someone who loves the thrill of the game, maybe you're an athlete yourself, this is the right place for you to be. The early bird has gone all around the world to catch this course for you, and I am more than willing to serve them to you just the way you like it. In the world of UFC this morning, two-time UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya is reportedly set to make his eagerly anticipated return to the octagon against Francis Nassoudine Imavov. Brazilian middleweight contender Ciao Barello revealed that the Nigerian New Zealander opted to face Imavov instead of him following discussions between both parties. The bout, which will align the UFC's first ever event in Saudi Arabia in February 2025, marks Adesanya's first non-title fight since his victory over Anderson Silva in February 2019. The last stylebender will be looking to bounce back from consecutive defeats, including submission loss to Decross Duplessis at the UFC 305 in August 2024. And despite the setback, Adesanya remains one of UFC's biggest draws, boasting an impressive 24-4 record with 16 knockout victories to his name. And from that, let's go straight into the world of basketball this morning, where the Eastern Rockets won a close game against the Golden State Warriors, 91-19 points in the NBA Cup quarterfinals, ending a spot in the semifinals. And this was the Rockets' first win over the Warriors since 2020. Prince Sengun led the Rockets with 26 points and 11 rebounds. Jalen Green added 12 points, including 2 crucial free throws with 3.5 seconds left, up in Houston to end a 15-game losing streak to Golden State. The Rockets will face the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Cup semifinals this Saturday in Las Vegas. Houston built a 44-37 points lead by halftime, forcing the Warriors into a 14 turnovers in the first half, but Golden State bounced back with Draymond Green leading their defense, and the Warriors seemed to take control when Braden Podzemik and Jonathan Kuminga hit back-to-back three-pointers to make it 89-82 with 3.38 seconds left. With 1.16 remaining, Golden State led 90-84, but Fred VanVleet hit a three-pointer to start a 7-0 run for Houston, helping them secure the win. Stephen Curry scored 19 points but missed a three-pointer with 11.1 seconds left. Kuminga led the Warriors with 20 points. Anyway, from basketball talks right now, let's go straight into the world of Formula 1, where it's been said that former Formula 1 team boss Eddie Jordan said he was diagnosed with a quite aggressive form of cancer earlier this year. The 76-year-old revealed he suffered with bladder and prostate cancer, which spread to his spine and pelvis. Jordan, whose team competed between 1991 and 2005, is the current manager and design lead at Adrian Newey. Speaking on his Formula for Success podcast alongside his co-host, Jordan urged listeners to go and get tested because in life you've got chances. And away from that, we'll go straight into the world of tennis this morning. Ahead of the first Grand Slam of the year 2025, we said that three-time major champion Stan Wawrinka was among 9 wildcard entries awarded earlier today, Friday, for the Australian Open in January. Tennis Australia said Wawrinka would be joined at the Melbourne Park, where the main draws begin on January 12 by Australians Tristan Skulgate, Lee Tzu, James McCabe, Daria Saville, Ajla Tom Jalovic, Emerson Jones, Talia Gibson, and also Maya joined. It's said that more main draw wildcards and wildcard entries to the qualifying tournament will be announced soon and very soon. The now 39-year-old Swiss player has battled injuries in recent years but advanced to the Australian Open quarterfinals in 2020 for the 5th time, marking his last appearance at a major quarterfinal. And away from that, right now, let's go straight into the world of football, where I take stories and also reactions from all of the games that were played yesterday night in the world of European football. Let's let's start with the Conference League, where Chelsea have now cruised to 5th straight Europa Conference win. Chelsea made his 5 wins in their 5 Europa Conference League outings yesterday with a 3-1 victory against Astana in Almaty. A much-changed Chelsea side battled with frigid condition in Kazakhstan and 1-0, but guarantee a top 8 finish in the league phase, which would ensure automatic qualification to the round of 16. Chelsea is top of the standings on 15 points, 3 ahead of Legia Warsaw, while the only other side to boast a perfect record in the competition as well. And away from the Conference League straight to the Europa League right now, Ruben Amorim said it was a good sign to see Rasmus Højlund and Ahmad involved in a heated row after the 2-1 win over FC Victoria Pleasant, because it showed they cared. Højlund scored twice as United came back from a goal down to record their first away win in Europe since beating Real Betis in March 2023. But the Denmark striker and Ahmad had to be separated by Lisandro Martinez after the final whistle, with the pair accusing each other of failing to pick the right pass during a number of late breakaways. Asked if he was in favor of the pair trashing out their differences because it shows they care, and that's according to Amorim, who said that is clear. When you don't care, you don't do anything. When you care, you fight with your brother, with your father, with your mother. For me, it's a very good sign. United needed an 88-minute winner from Højlund at Dozan Arena after the 21-year-old had cancelled out Victoria Pleasant's opener just 6 minutes after coming on as a second half substitute, and the host 22 are in front thanks to another error from Andre Onana. Before we wrap up this one, let's go straight to the world of Tottenham Hotspur, the London side, where their boss Ange Postecoglou said Timo Werner's performance was not acceptable after replacing him at halftime in the 1-0 Europa League draw at Rangers. The German forward, whose 28 lost possession 16 times, did not win any of his 5 goals and only completed 69% of his passes. And former Rangers striker Stephen Thompson, who covered the game, said at the time that Timo Werner's final decision on the ball so far has been abysmal. Werner was indeed replaced before the players came out for the second half by Dejan Kulusevski, who went on to score a 75-minute Spurs equalizer after Hamza Igamen had given Rangers the lead 2 minutes into the second half. Sporting a Jiffy right here on 9 Power Radio 102.1 FM. Don't forget we'll be back here later this evening between 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. For more thoughts and more reactions from all of the games that went down yesterday in European football. I'll be looking forward to all of the matches that will be played this weekend as well. I'll talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League, where we'll be seeing a couple of mouth-watering encounters to look forward to, and also talk about the team that has now been the latest to be suffering an hammer from the NPFL board, and that's talking about Aqua United. It's been said that they disrupted the flow of coverage of the game, and now they are now have till next weekend to back up their claims and also maybe appeal that particular one. We look forward to see how that one is going to pan out in the next coming days as well. Of course, here's where I call it a wrap on the package this morning. Many thanks to you for being a part of the show. Don't forget, we'll be back here later this evening, 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. And in case you listen for the very first time, Service Sports in a Jiffy every weekday from 10 a.m. down to the flip side of 10. Ayode Jajiboye is signing out this morning. Stay sporty, stay active, stay healthy, drink enough water to stay hydrated. Go out there and be the best version of yourself. Don't forget to have a blessed and highly favored weekend. Good morning.
From the greens of golf to the court of tennis and basketball, the octagon of UFC to the square room for boxing, track of Formula One, and the pitch of football. Join the sports crew on Sport Hub, 6 to 7 p.m.